Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of The Mind Unveiled. It's Donovan here, and I've been itching to talk about something that's been on my radar lately.
Hey Donovan, Angelo chiming in. You always bring up the most intriguing topics. What's on your mind today?
Well, have you been noticing how emotions are being manipulated to sidestep our logical thinking these days?
That's an interesting observation. Can you give me an example?
Sure. It feels like everywhere we turn, media outlets and social platforms are stirring up anger, fear, and outrage. They seem to be pushing us to react impulsively.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. It's like they're hitting our emotional buttons on purpose.
Exactly. And it's not just traditional media. Social media algorithms are tracking our every move and feeding us content designed to keep us hooked.
I've definitely fallen down a few rabbit holes myself. It's so easy to get sucked in.
Right. They want us to keep scrolling endlessly, absorbing content that doesn't necessarily enrich us.
I can't argue with that, but do you think it's all intentional, or is it just a byproduct of how these platforms operate?
I think it's a bit of both. The algorithms are programmed to maximize engagement, and unfortunately, that often means promoting sensational or emotionally charged content.
Oh, that makes sense. It's all about keeping our attention for as long as possible.
Exactly. And while we're distracted by this barrage of content, we're missing out on bigger systemic issues that really matter.
That's a good point. We're so busy reacting to the latest outrage that we don't see the forest for the trees.
Precisely. And the division it creates. People are split into camps based on politics, identity, beliefs.
Yeah, it's like everyone has to pick a side nowadays.
Right. And that only fuels the cycle of conflict and distraction.
But do you think people are starting to see through it?
Some are waking up to it, but many are still unaware of just how deep this manipulation goes.
I guess it's hard to notice when you're in the middle of it.
True. And even our personal desires are being shaped without us realizing it.
Wait, how so?
Well, think about advertising and trends. They tell us what we should want, how we should look, who we should aspire to be.
Oh yeah, like how suddenly everyone wants the latest gadget or fashion trend.
Exactly. Our identities are being sold back to us through these carefully curated images and messages.
That's kind of unsettling when you put it that way.
It is. And we crave social validation, so we conform to these expectations to fit in.
Those likes and comments become a form of currency.
Yes, and platforms reward conformity while punishing deviation. It discourages us from thinking outside the box.
Right, it takes courage to go against the grain.
They're crystal clear. Exist already. As you see, the evidence is clear. All the biological forces shape our behavior. It is affecting us on a daily basis.
I couldn't agree more. But is there a way out of this?
I think awareness is the first step. Recognizing the manipulation empowers us to make different choices.
That makes sense, but it's not easy when the system is so pervasive.
No, it's not, and that's the challenge we face.
So what do we do? Unplug completely?
Not necessarily. It's about mindful consumption and critical thinking.
Yeah, questioning what we're being fed rather than passively accepting it.
Exactly, and becoming less reactive to emotional triggers.
Easier said than done, but it's worth striving for.
Definitely, and recognizing that we don't have to buy into the manufactured desires being sold to us.
Right, we can define our own values and priorities.
Precisely. Taking back control starts with small, intentional steps.
But do you think enough people will do that to make a difference?
I hope so. Change often starts with a few and spreads from there.
That's true. Movements have started with less.
Exactly, and maybe through conversations like this, we can spark that change.
I like that idea. It's all about raising awareness.
Indeed, and the more we talk about it, the more others might begin to see it too.
It's like planting seeds.
Right, and over time, those seeds can grow into something powerful.
So, what can our listeners do to start this process?
I would say, begin by paying attention to how you're being influenced. Notice the emotions that content evokes in you.
That's good advice. And maybe take breaks from social media to clear your head.
Absolutely. Disconnecting can help you reconnect with your own thoughts and feelings.
And engage with content that challenges you rather than just reinforces your beliefs.
Yes, expanding your perspective is key.
I think we often underestimate the impact of small changes.
Agreed. Even small shifts in awareness can lead to significant transformations over time.
So true, and perhaps we can encourage others to do the same.
That's the goal, creating a ripple effect of consciousness.
I like the sound of that.
Me too.
Well, we've covered quite a bit today.
We have. It's been a really engaging discussion.
Definitely. I hope our listeners found it thought-provoking.
I'm sure they did. And hopefully it inspires them to reflect and take action.
That's the idea. So until next time, stay curious and stay aware.
Take care, everyone, and thanks for tuning in.